Hello there, thanks for joining me. Well, I'm out on the beach today with the XP Deus 2 with the new HF elliptical coil. But getting down here on the beach, there's just a surreal feeling. It's still, it's silent. I think there's a storm coming, but it's just got this eerie feeling about it. See what you think. Spooky, isn't it? Anyway, let's get going. I've gone straight for a gully which I could see walking down to the beach. There's some gravel there and you see this gully just winding through. So this is where I'm going to start detecting, and then after I've searched this, I'm then going to get right up close to these structures and see if I can pick anything out just there. But it's just a strange feeling, you know, you get these days where something is either very, very wrong or very, very right. I can't put my finger on it yet. Another thing I want to do today is just try a few programs. I want to try the general program, beach sensitive, my GS1 program and the Tekkna program. I know the Tekkna program will not work on the wet sand, but I'll show you a way to get around that, and it's really easy. I am using the general program with no adjustments. Could I use the beach and beach sensitive programs? Yeah, of course I could. But just listen how stable this general program is. We've got quite a lot of black sand on this beach as well, which is always an interesting test. Can you see how it just goes around there? It's also, my theory is, if there's anything heavy, like gold, it may be sinking into the low spots. So we'll just follow it round for a minute, see if we have any luck. No. Okay, let's move on. Okay, beach sensitive, no adjustments made. It's going to sound a little bit different because it's a different audio. Now, can you hear it's wallowing, isn't it? I'm getting these long yearning signals, and that's because beach sensitive is running a lower reactivity. It's 0. I'm going to go up to 1, see if I can sharpen that up a little bit. That's better. Running the reactivity at 0 will give you more depth, and I guess that's what you want on the beach, but sometimes you can't run it like that because the machine just gets too wallowy. Why not? Iron. That's one of the reasons I'm not a massive fan of 3 tones. I like 2 tones. Oh, there it is, look. I like 2 tones because I think it sounds a lot cleaner. Right, where are you? That's what it is. Ah, it's a ring pull. Flipping deep as well. That's cleaner. 66. Another ring pull. Different type this time. Oh well. More beach junk. No idea. Okay, that's our beach sensitive. Let's go on to one of my favourite beach programs, which is the GS1, Green Sand 1. And the only adjustment I'm going to be making to that is reactivity. Sometimes you can run a reactivity 1.5, but I think 2 would be fine here. So let's go 2-tone, a nice high tone for the positive targets. And you can see some of the black sand lines there, look. Some parts of this beach really do have some heavy black sand. Little bit of feedback there, but I can live with that because a positive target's just gonna come through really, really sweet. Don't forget I'm using quite a high frequency here, about 50 something kilohertz. Okay, let's go into the Tekkna program. Let's find out what number it comes in at. Look at that, 23. So let's detect with this. Can you hear that wet sand? Ooh. All we have to do is put a little bit of notch onto it. Discrimination, expert, go down, notch, expert. So we'll take the notch number 1. What was it? 23, wasn't it? So let's go up to 24. Good. $22. Can you see that little sliver of notch there? 22 to 24. Nothing at all. So we can now use the Tekkna program on the wet sand because we've notched out the conductive ground, or the conductive sound. Just look at the height difference of the sand from there to there. There's a 4-foot difference. Right, let's have a go up against these structures. They go all the way up there, look. Still using the Tekkna program, reactivity 2.5. Now, if you want to see a video of someone working really close to structures, you want to go over to the Paystreak Super Freak YouTube channel. Now, Jeremy is a master with the XP Deus, and he gets right up against structures and he can pick out the different sounds. So jump over to his channel and say Gary sent you. Agreed, it's not beaches, it's not fields, it's mainly park hunting, but it's still some interesting content. More interested in this, shall we say. No, it was a long shot, but so far, nothing. Ooh. See, you could not do that with a bigger coil because these groins have got big iron bolts through them. So I've said it before, this elliptical HF coil is a specialist coil. It gets you into places you obviously wouldn't normally get into. Bit of a forced signal, but we've got to have a look at that one, haven't we? still there. Oh yes, my lucky beach run continues. Oh well, that's not going to go through some sunbather's foot, is it? Let's put that away safely. 76. Saw it. Look at that. A whopping great signal, and it was a flipping washer. Ugh. So guys, those of you who follow my channel know what sort of luck I have on the beaches, but trust me, one day it'll change. The only problem with an elliptical coil is it's what I call top and toe. It keeps moving. Every time you hit the back, it goes this way, front, it goes this way. So you find yourself constantly correcting the search height. And very often you're looking down and think you've got the search height right, but you've got it wrong. It's very difficult to judge the distance from the ground. You can see by my videos. And another chap who's got problems judging the distance from the ground, I know it's going to look like a dot on the horizon to you, is this chap over here detecting. Look at his sweep. Do you know what? I don't think it's going to get any better than this, guys. It's going to be a long, boring video. So I'm going to cut it short now. Thanks for watching. I hope you've picked up some beach detecting tips. Although I haven't found anything, so whether you can trust them or not is debatable, isn't it? But thanks for joining me. Sorry there's no fines, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.